Hello people, and welcome back. Today I'm gonna try to do something different. Well, not really. I'm gonna go outside climbing, and I'm gonna be trying a boulder called Watchtower Assis. Another 8B test piece that I'm I'm not sure if I can do it. I think my finger strength is there, but maybe it isn't, maybe it is. We'll see. Before we get into that, I feel like I just want to try to show you guys my classic warm-up routine. So I want to try to show you what I usually do before going outside climbing in the winter, because it is like 0 degrees, maybe 1 degree outside, and it's really windy. So, you know, I have to be properly warmed up and well recruited before I can hop on it. So yeah, before we go outside, let's jump back in time and look at the warm-up. Alright, so I usually start with about 2 minutes of cardio, and it doesn't have to be the rowing machine. You can do this on the bicycle or running. After I'm done with that, I hop up into my wooden room. There's a wooden room in my gym, which has just a bunch of pretty varied holds, and yeah, I'm standing on some footholds down below. So this is pretty light, just light movement for about 30 seconds or so. Once I finish that exercise, I rest for a while, and then I start doing dynamic moves. I try to keep them quite hard, but not extremely intense. This is when I start to get really warm. This is when my heart starts to pump, and I get ready. Because after that, I start testing my strengths. So I start off by just trying to do one armors on the Beastmaker's 2000 middle crimp. I tried on both hands, of course. After I'm done with that, I start doing my final hard exercise, my final exercise to get warmer, and that's jumping to the 45-degree sloper. For no fixed number of times, but around 5 to 10 times. After a while, I start to really feel it in my wrists, and then I do one more, and then I'm off. And then I start dead hanging on them. I usually do 5 seconds hangs. And then I increase the weight by about 10 kilograms at first. And then I usually end up at around 25, maybe 30 kilograms. That's when I get to my max hang, which in this case was 25 kilograms, or at least today. I finished that by trying to do one pull-up with the same weight as I could max hang it. After that, I have my second test, which is to do one armors on the smaller crimps. And usually I can't really do this on both arms, as you can see here. And then it's time for my final one arm test, which is to do a max number of pull-ups on one of the bigger holds in the Beastmaker 2000. I usually do about 2 to 3 when I'm warming up, and then a few more after. And finally, as my final exercise, I do pull-ups on the 45-degree slopers. I try to set it to do a maximum of 10 reps on the slopers. Sometimes I do more, sometimes I do less, but this is literally just to get the blood flowing as much as possible and make sure that my fingers and my wrists are as stable as they can be, which when I can do 10 is that's usually a good sign. I try to always incorporate some stretching when warming up. I'm not always good with this, but I definitely think it's beneficial, and I think it's something most people should strive towards. Alright, so that's kind of what I do when I warm up. I just go for a lot of power, a lot of recruiting the fingers and trying to get us maybe not as warm as possible, but just as active as possible with the arms. And it works well for me, but that being said, it's not the same for everyone. And some people need like 2 hours to warm up with serious stretching and, you know, slow movement, slowly getting into it. I on the other hand like to go full out. When I climb indoors, I usually warm up by just doing a bunch of easier boulders and a lot of dynamic moves, and that works really well for me. But anyways, that's just kind of a quick look into my routine. If you want me to do like a more thorough video, drop me a comment and let me know, where I maybe explain like why I do the things that I do and not just present them in that way. So yeah, I'm gonna get going, and I'll be at the boulder in a short while. So this is the boulder. I'm gonna start off by chalking up some of the holes and then try to get ready for it as soon as possible. I'll start off with the stand start and see how that feels, before I try any of the moves on the sit. Regarding the stand start, I was here maybe 2 months ago, and back then I was trying the sit start, but I couldn't repeat the stand. So I mean, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'm in better shape now and I can at least repeat the stand, so you have something that I can do. And then if I do that, of course I'll hop on the sit and see how that goes. Okay, next up, I'm gonna try the sequence going into the stand start, because it's pretty tricky and I'm not so sure that I can do that. But I'll give it a burn and see if I can get the sequence dialed down. I haven't done it before, I think, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, it's tricky. I feel very solid in the fingers, but there's something about the feet that just don't match, and I forget how I'm supposed to climb it as well. Oh, I'll try it again, see how it goes. Oh. Yes. Okay. Whew. That was all the way into the stand. Other than that, it's just one move. Wait, 1, 2, 3 more moves. Just give it a start from the bottom and see how that goes. That was insane. I really didn't think I'd make it that far. I was standing there on like the section around. I was like, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, and then everything just worked out. But what eventually happened was that I had my left foot slightly off and popped right off. But I think it could go.
No! Oh man! Start feels extremely easy now, but I got like super nervous. No idea why. I just got like mega nervous, stopped focusing on what my body was doing, and just fell off. I'll give it 2 minutes rest at least, yeah, and then I'll hop on it again. I'm losing it. I'm losing my focus. Oh, I'm completely worn out. I don't know what's happening. I'll grab a quick bite to eat and give it like 2 more burns, but I'm not feeling it today. Oh my god. This is insane. This is like one of those things that really shouldn't happen. Oh my god. I'm home. I've done it. I'm done with the boulder. Okay. I think I need to go on a bit of a walk and just cleanse my mind for a second. Honestly, I can sense that my body's in like a pretty good position right now. Skin is good, weather's amazing, everything feels just right. And I think that kind of gets into my head a little bit. I know it's silly, but I get expectations in a way, like, oh no, I gotta do it now, and this is the go. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna go. And then I don't. I'm too stressed on just making it happen rather than just moving correctly. So what I need to do is go full Sandano mode. The thing is, like, the part that's 8B, that's what I'm doing every time. Ooh. Going on ice. The part that I'm not doing, it's a 7C that as you saw, like, I did it first go today. So for some reason it just doesn't go. But hopefully I'll be calm in a second or two, and then maybe, just maybe, it can go.
Hiding in the bungalow, she felt so young. The night she was much younger than the other. Feeling like a prisoner there in the light. She stood, she knew they couldn't miss her. And then they took her as her, walked over life like you wrote to me, 'cause she wanted me.
Oh yes!
She kept quiet, they kept beating her. They felt sad for her, but an order is an order. She was a prisoner there in the light. She stood, but she knew they couldn't break her. And by the shore, the boys were falling.
Yes. Yes! Oh my god. Oh, that was oh, that was exciting. Oh, I was at my absolute limit on the last move. You know, that's a jug that you go to, and that's a jug that you go from. And I was just shaking trying to get up it. Yes. And it's kind of crazy also, like when you hold it, the right hand, I cut loose. And I almost fell off of that as well. I did it. So that's a wrap of this session. I'm incredibly stoked. It's more than I could wish for. I was really expecting more of a project session where I'd have to work a lot on the moves, and so yeah, I'm just happy that it went. I'm gonna go over to Nick now. He's working in Uppsala, so I'm gonna visit him, tell him the good news, and probably do a little bit of training to finish the day. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks the squad.
Hey, let's have a hug.
Squad of one man.
Guess you just sent
Watchtower assist.
yeah, bro.
This guy.
No, I did.
That guy.
No, me. It's me. The answer is me.
That's not surprising at all because you're super strong. Congrats though.
Yeah.
Isn't that like, did you one session?
No, not really. I have tried it a little bit, but
Okay.
First actual session on it. Yeah, first actual session. I've done it. I've tried it like at the ends.
Isn't that like 8B?
Yeah, V13. Yeah.
So how stoked are you on the scale of like 1 to a gazillion?
I'm fairly stoked. But I'm
It's a
stoked on
gazillion.
training as well. Do you want to do some training with me?
I'll do some training.
Yay!
Can we train chest?
I-
Biceps?
I can help you train chest, but I won't do myself.
Alright, what are you gonna train?
One arms.
Oh, just kidding, that's super fun. Yeah, I'll train one arms with you.
Okay.
Får man böja höften eller kan man trycka? Du vet inte vad det är. Man ska ner med backen och handläggen. Det känns som att man står så här. Då kan man ju gå ner. Då måste det vara något du har.
Come on dude, you've only got like 8 more to go.
That's gonna be a good goal, though.
Okay, within this year,
I'm gonna be strong enough to do it
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
twice as many, or maybe 3 times.
Yeah, so 8 one arms out of the start.
Cool.
Sounds like a reasonable goal.
All right, now show me some of your training. Alright, so for my campus training, I'm gonna keep it a bit short. I usually do more exercises than I show in this video. But I think it's important to start with some slow and steady movement and just make sure that you're in full control when doing this. So there should be no hesitation in the movement. You should feel very fluid and dynamic. First exercise is power. I do 169 on pretty good holds. Essentially, I just try to pull as far as possible, and that really increases my power. I make sure I always do everything on both sides, otherwise I think you're in a danger zone. The next exercise I don't always do, it's to double jump as far as possible, and 159 is my current limit. So I double jump 159 and then I double jump downwards. The double jump downwards is purely to get good coordination. And after that this time I'm doing something that I usually don't do, which is dead hanging. And I think the best way to do this is to do 3 sets when hanging about between 6 and 10 seconds. I think once I get into this even more, I'm probably going to try to do it with hanging in one arm in the middle of these mega crimp instead.
Okay, so that's gonna be a wrap for this episode. Amazing day, I can't say anything else. I was intending, I didn't think I would do the boulders, so the intention with this video was to make a bit of a this is my classic projecting day kind of session, a video. And it just ended up, better than that. So I'm happy that I went, and yeah. If you enjoyed this kind of video where I sort of go into my routines when climbing, give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of it, drop me a comments. I know, you know, more thoroughly what you like. And if you want to see more videos in general, you know, subscribe buttons somewhere in the frame, outside of the frame. Anyway, it's somewhere. You can find it, and you'll see more. So God, I'm trying to end this episode, but it feels literally impossible. I've tried it like 5 times already. Okay, bye. Have a good day and a good evening, and I hope you get stoked on training, and I hope you succeed with training. See you later, folks.